on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent time.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
The wide receiver, an extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Calling a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished. Actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carry now. This is Johnson.
Excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year.
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, it's Palmer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. He's going to let it go again.
He's going to the building.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Looking for someone to throw to. Now he's forced out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
W on the line.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well, and was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one, and just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces in a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they have been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well.
Man, this man's just throwing the ball up to Julio, bro.
And ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple, a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Ryan, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion right is Robinson. Ryan toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping.
Now Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Ryan, he's going to sling this deep downfield, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Ryan finding time. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time.
What
adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And quickly they get to the line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They will run again with Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he motions the wide receiver. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now it's Ryan. It is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up Lee, says this will be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive in the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory.
It's 17-7.
On the catch and run.
I'm on 13-yard line.
65 yards. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, he better run if you ain't doing no machine gun.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And we're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turned into a play action, and third one deep.
A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock. Less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On first down, Ryan. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The left side completion to Jones. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Oh, my Lord.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Ryan keeps, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about that.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. From Mexico for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
That dude yams and calves. Nigga don't do nothing but spam fucking what's the name the whole game. DB Fire Press. DB Fire Press 2.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. He is into the end zone for a Falcon.
Not so trash. I told you that dude was
Yeah, I just got put in the bizzle.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like, don't get loud when the come out.
I just feel getting to it too. The dude named XXYWN. XX. What the hell, Gambino? Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Down, pass it around, hey. What with me now? We running wild, hey. And nobody gang, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Yeah, what's up, that nigga War Robin? Oh yeah, well I got him.
Fuck this shit talking about?
Just a bunch of boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfields.
All right, bro.
Trying to turn a shift job.
Hey, Big, if I got $20, why you telling me I can't play for 18?
Boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing bad as fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south. Dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south. Dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. You know we're straight out of that dirty south. Dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the
You wanna be it?
yes, sir. You know we're straight
You winning.
that long week working now. All night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Hell no, not yet.
You never had your head this way. Are you still living in the place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my first bridge. And now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me.
I wasn't going for it.
Dreams forever in my head, it seems. I finally know what they mean. I promise that one day you'll see. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from
somebody cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes.
That nigga Ghost, he always sing a song. That nigga Ghost.
It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care what's down in the winner's circle.
You ever played Ghost? JD, that's a damn PlayStation 4 now. Ghost 101.
Nah. Polo and Vic beat up on him the other day.
Fuck, I'm playing, man. You're a bunch fool. Oh, I'm going to get the dollar then. Not yet. No, I got my card. No. Don't play him. I ain't fucking with him. I did. He didn't even know what caught up. Finesse 830. He's 7-3. 15. This is man record too. Nah, yeah, that last dude I played, he was down 1-4 when I played him. Now all of a sudden that nigga like, no, he was like 1-2. That nigga 11-2 now. The next round, family. Cancel out. What about not 85? Alright. I hit him, he ain't never hit that. Beast mode 408 hit me up. What about him? Beast mode 408. Shine 33 always sing this song. Well, we locked in, that's 15. Who did something like that, bitch? What's up with these boys being off? I'm being online but trying to show off on. No, I'm home, nigga. Nigga, I haven't home. I'm gonna sit up here if he try to get the Falcons. I'm backing out that shit and send him one. You ain't finna be the home man, Falcon. Trying to finesse me. Oh, he got the seat on. We gonna get the Falcons.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Show me your playbook, fool. Literally, man. God damn, bro. I gotta really go message this nigga. I told him to show his down. Sean 33. I'm probably getting Sean 33. Oh no, no custom. Hell, fuck no. talking about not in the rules, bro. Fuck you talking. It was good counsel. I'll tell you that. He talking about so he said. It's okay. I know you're gonna get the Seahawks. talking about accept the challenge. Oh no, you dead. You something through all that. I'm finna play somebody else. I'm not playing you. Right or wrong, bitch.
What he say?
He gonna cancel it now. He gonna talk about no Falcons or no Steelers accept the challenge. Hell nah, you dead. I'm declining the hell out of this shit. Get your ass up out of here. Now you talking about you canceled it, duh, nigga. He pissed on it. I'm locked in with the dude named Funzo the Kid.
I'm watching too.
What the nigga said? Come on, bro. What are you doing? We had the rules you wanted.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what.
Oh, you say you watching this one? Okay.
Keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way.
That dispute ever went through? Or y'all counsel?
Yeah, he can't.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Glendale. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Get ready.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it. Crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
I got Seahawks now. Yeah.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to it, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Play action. It's Palmer. He's got time. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Let's go. Let's go. Regular.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them. Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Ellington, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block.
Hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Let's go, let's go.
They run. It's Johnson.
Man, come on, look at back there, Chancellor.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will go 7-0. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson is one of the best corners in the game as well. You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Here's Wilson, buying time to his left. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Got him, dot, too.
He finds his man, Baldwin. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stop them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues. The play fake. Here's Wilson out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cardinals are going to have it now, 1st and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown.
And he'll take this
one
one
for
the Arizona touchdown.
Cover 2, he can fake the back
Nicholas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson surveying the field. He's going to go up top again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Palmer. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Regular. Here we go. Sally 19.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer, he's going to try and go deep again. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson.
On third down, that's a good job of sitting.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona getting ready to go as they take. Just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. One receiver left, 3 to the right. So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's going to air one out. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He hits Baldwin right side. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
To throw is Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson to throw. He sets to fire. And got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tanner McAvoy, 44 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Play action. Now Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing is Palmer. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down following the run.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front. last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run it here. This is Reese. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On 3rd down, Pro-size. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Pro-size taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing is Wilson. Complete out right to Kurz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Procise. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They come up in an offset eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Right back to Procise. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 3rd down, Wilson finding time. great protection. And this is going to be incomplete.
In this situation, you want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
So out now come the Cardinals. Back to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. Yeah, the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this is caught by Curse. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got time. All kinds of time. Now he's going to go. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.